Hey there, YouTube. Smoking Joe 311 here. I got a little bit of a bench talk session here. A couple of things I want to discuss, and got a few questions for the community. First off, yesterday I went to the annual Old Potbelly Gangs model show at the New Stanton Fire Hall in New Stanton, Pennsylvania. And saw a couple of fellow YouTubers there yesterday. James Duff, I believe he goes by the Steel City Modeler. He was there. He had a McLaren in the model show, and I saw Hunter Selby was there also. He had a couple of his semi trucks there, and he had an old Ford pickup truck that he was just recently doing. Unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to any one of those guys. I didn't have a whole lot of time to spend there. And, when I seen them, they were, unpacking their models and putting them on the table. And, people was talking to them. And then I was talking to people and looking around. And, I just didn't have, a whole lot of time to spend there. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to those guys. But, excuse me. It's a nice little show there. They got a nice selection of vendors that show up. They have the little model contest. They generally don't get a whole lot there in the model show. Maybe 50 cars. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I mean, it's not a very very big show by any means, but it's a nice little one to go to, and it's close to me. It's only about 20 minutes away. I did pick up a few items. Not that I need any more kits, but it's kind of hard to pass up stuff when you see a good price on it. Picked up another 40 Ford convertible. This is the Pro Modeler series. Still factory sealed. I got that one for $10. Picked up a Harley Davidson, 112 scale Revell kit. It's open, but everything is sealed inside. I picked this one up, and I picked up this Superbird, only because I do not have one in my collection. I got these from the same seller for $30. And I picked up another short bed, the 64 Fleetside. I just love these little two-wheel drive short bed Chevys. This kit, it's been open, but everything's sealed inside. There was 3 consecutive sellers in a row had the same kit all open. This one was $20, the next one was $30, and the third one was $35. And when I saw this one, I just kind of, looked at it and walked away and got down to the next table and saw we had one and saw the price and went down to the next table down after that and saw there was one there and saw the price and, well, you know what, I think I'm going to go back and grab this. And I'm glad that I did, because there was another guy that was there had the same thoughts in his mind of grabbing it, and that's why. So I'm glad I got it for $20. A little more than I wanted to pay, but I guess it's pretty hard to find. And I picked up a couple of old NASCAR kits. The Bobby Allison Miller High Life, still sealed. And this is just a parts kit. It's not this Cale Yarborough car. It's I'm not sure of the guy's name, but any NASCAR guys would know. It's the 71 or 72 Chevelle It was the Miller kit, the Miller beer sponsored car. It's basically, I mean, the body's there, the glass, all the roll cage, the bumpers. I mean, it's missing a few parts, but I picked it up for $10. I mean, I figured, the body and bumpers is at least worth that. But that's all the kits that I got. And the question that I have for the community about these shows, I'm not singling out Hunter Selby, but I mean, he goes to a lot of shows, and he was at this show yesterday. How do you guys find out about these model shows? When are they? Where are they? I mean, I've looked on the computer before, and I haven't seen hardly any information on model shows. No, I mean, there's some guys, they talk about, some shows that, it's coming up, Chevy Cheeseburger earlier this year, he was talking about his show that his club puts on and, promoted it. Earlier in the year also, there was that big show out in New Jersey. Guys were talking about it. Then there's the one in Atlanta coming up. How do you guys find out about these shows? Maybe the information is already out there, but, I just can't seem to find it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Hell, maybe I've been living under a rock and it's right there in front of my nose and I'm not seeing it, but, I'm not afraid to travel, a couple of hours away if there's a show. But I just, the only shows that I know of around my area, there's 3 of them. And I do have some flyers on those shows that I'm going to share with. Now they're next year. One's in March and one's in September. I'll do a video later on when it gets a little bit closer. Maybe give everybody a reminder of them. So if you know if there's any shows, or if you go to a show, there's usually flyers for upcoming events in the area. Get home, take a couple of minutes, do a little video, help promote the show. Maybe there might be somebody, maybe your neighbor, might be interested in going, somebody from another state, or, somebody, close by there that didn't know the show was there. Maybe we should start doing that. Maybe you guys already do that and I just don't know about it, but either way, somebody just let me know on that one. And got another question for the community. I did that Kenworth W9 for the Showtime Studios truck build off, and I didn't get it finished. I got stalled out on the fuel tanks. It has those god-awful seams, on the tanks, and I mean, I know a lot of guys, they use different, they use Alclad and different kinds of paints. To me, it just looks like silver paint. That's just my perspective of it. I'm not saying that, that's right. That's just the way I see it in my eyes. And I like the chrome. So I held out on finishing that truck because I wanted those tanks chromed. And I know a guy that did the chroming. But unfortunately, I learned yesterday at the show, he no longer does that. His health is pretty bad, and, he's pretty much done with the hobby now. He's just, kind of living out the rest of his life. He's not able to really do anything anymore. So now that leaves me with, where can I get these tanks chromed at? I've seen in the back of magazines that I think it's Chrome Tech. Anybody out there have any experience with them, or if knows anybody that does the rechroming of the plastic? I'd appreciate any feedback on that if anybody has any. And that's really about all I got for right now. And I got you see there's a couple of freshly painted parts here. It's going to be another video. I started a couple of other projects. Now that we finished up the cancer awareness builds, I had a few days when I was sick. I started a couple of things, but I wasn't able to get a video up on them. But I'll get a video up on these couple of things here shortly. So, but that's all I got for now, guys. As always, I appreciate your watching. And anybody has any information, on upcoming shows, appreciate, let us know. Anybody knows anything about getting some parts re-chromed, I'd appreciate any feedback on that. Until next time, I'll talk to you later.